Angry guy here. And women claim single men are a danger to women's safety. Women claim single men are a danger to women's safety. Let's just go ahead and jump right into the video.
A world where more and more men are single because women do not want to date them is a world that's very dangerous for women, which is why I worry about retaliation in reaction to the rise of single men. We actually have data from this year that shows young women are way less interested in dating than young men are. And we have data to show that more women than men are single because they simply cannot find someone they are interested in dating. 38% of single American women say the main reason they're not dating is they can't find someone that meets their expectations, compared to only 23% of men say the same thing. College-educated women are the group most likely to say they are single because they can't find someone that meets their expectation, 45%. And I can hear the men in my comments now saying, see, it's women's fault. They have too high of expectation and that's why everyone is single and lonely. But let me remind you that women have always entered into marriages with the expectation that it is going to materially improve their lives. We needed husbands for financial security. We needed them for bank accounts, for credit cards, to have a house to live in. And now women are doing better than men. We are more educated. We are stable on our own. And women who are independent and self-sustaining do not need to get married. When you don't financially need a husband or a partner, you can say, I'm not going to get a partner until I find one that's emotionally supportive, emotionally intelligent, doesn't need me to be his therapist and his mom, doesn't need me to do all the childcare, all the housework. And men will tell you, they do in my comments every single day, that these expectations are just simply too much. I fear for escalating retaliation that this will cause interpersonally between men and women, and also in legislative and policy decisions, like the push to get rid of no-fault divorce, in the rolling back of reproductive rights, and with things like student debt and college affordability. They're not going to make college more affordable when more women going to college results in higher expectations of the men that want to date us. So yeah, that's why I worry about retaliation of men who cannot make it worth it for women to want to date and marry them.
I mean, guys, talk about the level of narcissism that we see here in this video. Basically, this woman is saying that single men are now a threat to the safety and to the survivability of modern women, because modern women are now so much better than they are, because they are smarter, they are more educated, they are happier, they are more vibrant, and they have much higher standards. And because these single men are not able to, because these single men are not marrying now, that's going to lead to women losing freedoms, legislative actions being taken against women, the rollback of no-fault divorce, a variety of, women's reproductive rights, and a series of other things. Do you see the level of narcissism here, guys? Her saying that, single men are a danger to women's safety. Now, it's crazy because this is something that the Migglypuffs, actually said years ago, that they were going to come, and they were going to come hard. As you can see, as more and more men are walking away from Western society, walking away from relationships, women are attempting to divert the blame for why this is happening, but at the same time, they are trying to name and shame men. So if you're a single man, this is what they're trying to do now. They're trying to use the internet to shame you, to make it very clear that you better start picking up your game. You need to get back out there, and you need to start trying to date again. You need to start trying to do these things and chase these women and court these women, because if you're just a guy who's staying at home playing video games and avoiding relationships, then you are a danger to women and you are a danger to society. This is what they're doing. They're trying to shame men back to the plantation, and they're also trying to use to frame it and characterize it that if a man is not looking for these things, if a man is not looking for a relationship, if a man is not working solely on self-improvement to go out and find a woman and make a woman happy, then he is a man that society does not need, and a man that society needs to look at critically. Guys, this is so unbelievable. This is absolutely frightening. This is no wonder why men are walking away from Western society and relationships in Western society. Guys, look at this. They're going after the passport kings, all right? Because the passport kings are walking away. They're leaving and they're not coming back. And then they're going after these men, and they're going after the women in the countries that are getting into relationships with these men. And then they're also going after the men who are quietly leaving society, quietly walking away from society, just staying to themselves, staying home, playing video games, not messing with anyone. They are furious with these men. They're absolutely furious with these men. They view these men, not the men who are roaming society, creating actual problems. No, no, no. Not the Tyrones, not the Pookies, not the Ray Rays. They love these guys. No, it's the typical American male who is disengaging from Western society, not taking anything. Basically, he's staying home, he's playing video games, he's living his life, working on his relationship with the Lord Jesus Christ, and they are furious and hostile towards this guy because they're saying, as a result of these guys, women will ultimately lose rights. See, there you have it, guys. They know as men stop caring about relationships, as men stop caring about women, that's when women ultimately begin to, panic. The thing is that, guys, women create chaos in relationships because they want to constantly know that the man cares about them. If a woman is in a relationship with a man and the man stops responding to her chaos, for example, she creates conflict in the relationship, and how does the man respond? By completely ignoring her. That's when she becomes very, very frightened, because that means that the relationship is now spiraling towards an end. When the man stops arguing with a woman, when the man just gets up and walks away, when she starts arguing with him, starts picking fights with him, and he doesn't fight back, when he just remains silent and he gets up and he walks away, that is what makes her the most worried. All right. When women say that they want to know what a man is thinking and men need to communicate better, they don't actually care what he thinks. They only want to know that he still cares about them. That's one of the primary reasons why women create chaos in relationships, because they want to continue to be the central focus at all times, and they want to ensure that the man is constantly thinking about them and always caring about them. It is a form of ultimate narcissism and greed. And this is how they destroy relationships, but they ultimately do not care. Guys, this is a very wicked person. This video is from an extremely evil person to say that men who are walking away, who are not engaging in society, who have become indifferent. And guys, like I said, this is what they fear. They fear indifference. Guys, the opposite of love is not hate. The opposite of love is indifference. Because when a person stops caring about another person, they don't care if they're here or not. They don't care if this person gets deleted. They don't care what happens to them. And women instinctually, they know what they've done in society, and they continue to do it. And I've already said this before, guys. They will throw away the label feminism rapidly, as soon as it does not benefit them anymore. They will say, feminism got us everything we wanted, now let's fight it together. And they will hold on to the same feminist ideals. You will literally see women fighting for reproductive rights and while at the same time denouncing feminism. You think it's, guys, you're going to witness it. You are going to witness women literally denouncing feminism while fighting for feminist causes. And for most people, they're going to say, this doesn't make any sense. Isn't this what feminism is? And they're going to say, no, feminism is terrible. It no longer benefits women, and we need to get away from this, and we need to move to a society of humanism and blah blah blah, and where women can thrive and survive in society. Guys, they are in complete fright right now because they want traditional men, but they don't want to be traditional women. And now men are waking up and saying, okay, well, if that's the case, we're no longer going to be traditional men. We're not going to take responsibility for society. Okay? We don't have authority over you. So we will also reject the responsibility for you. We won't provide, we won't protect. What this video that she put out is ultimately trying to do is it's trying to characterize single men as dangerous in society. So by characterizing single men as dangerous in society, she wants society to essentially shift and create a negative perception towards single men, characterizing them as dangerous and framing it in a way that will either drive men towards a re-engaging in relationships, regardless if women want them or not, or creating a social stigma that will lead to men essentially being chastised and even punished in society and discriminated against in society if they are single and or not actively rushing to find a woman who will accept them. All right. Basically, give your money to women, give your support to women, simp for women, or else this is what's going to happen. These videos that we've seen online of women attacking and shaming men who become passport kings, these videos are not actually aimed at the men who've already left. The videos are aimed at the men who haven't left yet, and they want these men to know, don't you ever think about doing what those men have done. Don't you ever think about doing what the passport kings have done, because we will destroy you. My gosh, talk about levels of evil. Guys, I want to know your thoughts in the comments. What you think regarding this? Women claim single men are a danger to women's safety. I want to know your thoughts, so let's talk about them in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, men walking away. And cheers.